Helen here with Eyes on the Game here at Askren Wrestling Academy in Wisconsin. Drove all the way here to be joined by the man himself, Mr. Funky Ben Askren. You got a fight coming up July 6th back in Las Vegas. First off, how's camp going?
Everything's going great. I've been really busy with everything I'm doing, but camp's been fantastic. I didn't really get out of shape since my last fight. It was obviously in March, and I'm rolling.
Now, was Jorge Masvidal who you were kind of targeting next, or did you not really care since you didn't want that rematch, right, against Robbie?
Well, I said that I wanted to fight the winner of George versus Darren. Yeah. I had bought my plane ticket before my fight even to go to London. But I was getting nervous the week of because George was making all these excuses of why he shouldn't have to fight me. And then he knocked out Till, so obviously it wasn't going to be Till. And it worked out that we goaded George into saying yes. So
would you have rather had him win or Darren Till win?
I thought Till was going to be more fun. You know, there's a lot more back and forth in the trash talk, but George has been good too, and it's perfect. I'm ranked 5, he's ranked 4. It makes a lot of sense for the division.
Were you impressed with his knockout over Till?
No, not really.
Why?
They were just, he almost got knocked out himself in the first 15 seconds or so. Sure, I guess he landed one good punch, but I wasn't too impressed.
So how do you see your fight against him going?
Probably looks like the Damian Maia fight, just a lot worse for George.
But why is there it seems like there's a lot of bad blood between he and you, or at least how he feels about you.
I make these guys really pissed off.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. You ask them. I have no why. George is so mad, and I really don't even know why.
But you seem like a fun, cool guy.
I think maybe I threaten their masculinity or something.
Oh, so
I don't know. I bet your guess is as good as mine.
But do you like him? He doesn't like you. He said very rude things about you. I don't want to repeat.
Very rude. Yeah. Very rude and very little truth to it also. I mean, it was funny even when he went on the Rogan show, he couldn't back up. He would make a statement, and then George would say, Joe would say, "Are you really sure about that?" And then he wouldn't know how to react, right? I mean, part of it's he's not real sharp, so he can't put words to his emotions. But I think the other thing is he just is trying to find a reason to hate me. He can't really figure out why, but he does feel that way.
But do you think he secretly likes you as a person?
I don't know. I'm indifferent to him. I would be shocked if he secretly liked me.
But so his words towards you, does that motivate you anymore, or you're still approaching it just as is?
Yeah, I'm indifferent to it. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm.
But I do know someone you don't like, Usman.
Marty, he's a fraud. I was just thinking about this. He's such a fake. And listen, I don't know. I don't lose sleep over how much I don't like him. He's just annoying.
But what about? I mean, what is it? Because
what it is we weren't good friends or anything, right? But we crossed paths multiple times, and there was a certain way about him, and he was Marty, and he was cool, and he was just one of the guys. I mean, right? We all of us wrestlers, if you reach a high level, you stay at the Olympic training center, everyone gets really familiar with each other, you know everyone, and then all of a sudden he's this fighter, and he changes his name, and he changes his persona, and he's all cool, and he's all tough all the time, and it's like, dude, that ain't who you are. I know who you are. That's not it. You're faking it. You're lying.
Oh, and didn't he just post that tweet because you kind of tried to call him out on it, right?
I did call him out. What did he say?
Here, I got to pull it.
Did he respond again?
I don't know if he responded again, but we could find out.
Something like the difference between a challenger and a champion is, the hell did he say? Something ridiculous.
But do you think that was towards you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't give a damn. Yeah. There's no one who cares about the way he looks or the way he comes off more than him. He does so much more than almost anybody else. So the fact that, and he did become champion, so we can't take that away from him, but the fact that he said that makes someone a journeyman, well, then you're essentially calling yourself a journeyman, which would be weird. And I don't think, he's not smart enough to put really good thoughts together, but I don't think his thought makes much sense whatsoever.
But he, I believe while Ben's finding it, he's supposed to be fighting Colby Covington coming up, but you don't really like Colby either, right?
Does anybody like Colby? You don't like Colby. Do you like Colby, yes or no?
You know, I'm out of this.
So. The answer is no. Nobody likes Colby. Listen, and that's not like, you know, they say, is it a work or is it a shoot, like pro wrestling terminology? That's a shoot. Like, I know people from Iowa Central. I know people from Oregon State. Nobody likes Colby. He doesn't just play a jackass on TV. He is genuinely a jackass.
But who would you rather fight? Because if they're fighting each other and say you beat Jorge and you have to fight the winner, who would you rather fight?
Oh, I don't care. It's irrelevant to me. I'll read Kamaru's tweet. Okay. Some people are more worried about being popular and known than being the best. That's the difference between champions and journeymen. So, but and I responded that I can't find my tweet right now. Listen, like I said, there's nobody that cares more about the way they come off, their public persona, more than Marty.
Someone else who you were laughing at, Nate Diaz, right? I saw your Twitter.
Yes. He's ridiculous. I mean, listen, I kind of enjoy his ridiculousness. I'm sure you do. It comes off as funny, but at the same time, you feel kind of sad for the guy who's that delusional. I mean, he's insane. Completely insane. Yeah. Or he's faking us out.
But he is fighting someone you train with at Rufus Sport, Anthony Pettis. What do you think about that fight?
I think it's a great fight for Anthony. I think Anthony's really dynamic with the striking, and Nate's a little slower. And he's a volume striker, and so a lot of times he relies on wearing people down. But Anthony usually doesn't experience that type of exhaustion. So I think it's gonna be a pretty easy fight for Anthony to pick him apart.
Lastly, though, I do know you love disc golf.
Yes.
Who was that guy you were gonna invite him to your?
I think he's going to come.
His name's Paul Macbeth. Yeah.
Paul Macbeth?
I Googled him.
He's the best in the world.
I saw.
He might be the best to ever do it. The best, think about that, it's pretty crazy, right? The best person ever on planet Earth to throw a disc. He might be it.
And he went to your, is it ranch, right?
Yeah, my estate, whatever you want to call it. He's supposed to come, I think, in 2 weeks. My course still isn't done, so I might delay the visit. Well, we'll see.
How do you think you'll do against him?
Well, unless I somehow injure him so he can't throw very well, he's probably going to kill me.
That'll be after your fight, right?
Well, no, he's supposed to come in June. Although, like I said, my course isn't quite done yet. So we'll see. I need to text him.
Okay, yes, we'll let you go and text him. But for all your fans, though, what would you like to let them know?
I hope you guys are excited for July 6th. I'm excited for it. It's not that far away. I think we got about 4.5 weeks or so. I'm really looking forward to it.
How do you see that fight ending?
Dominating, totally dominating. I don't know if it's going to be all 15 minutes. It might not be. I might choke him earlier than that, but I think it's going to be just complete and utter domination.
Awesome. Well, Funky Ben Askren, always great to chat, and especially here in Wisconsin. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks. Appreciate it.